Hey people, Flyingsoul still alive from Pattaya in Thailand. Today we are here, we just arrived. I came here just to take a break from the cold Siberia, which is actually not extremely cold this year, probably because of the climate change. And but the interesting thing is that we left and it was minus 18, and here now it's plus 31. So still, I mean, the gap is quite huge. So we're gonna spend here like 10 days. We're gonna stay here in Pattaya, then we're going to Bangkok and we will visit another island that I don't remember the name of. And I will show you something around. I know that many of you already know about this, but for me it's the first time, so it's just a memory for me and maybe something interesting for you. For example, I didn't know, or I never noticed that in Thailand they drive on the left, exactly like in England or South Africa or Australia. And the city is quite dirty, smelly and noisy, I'd say, but it's supposed to be fun, so we're gonna check it out. Stay tuned and see you later from Pattaya. And the famous street food of Pattaya, you can see that there is a crocodile over there, or alligator. So they actually sell here food made from crocodiles. And another thing that I wanted to show is that surprised me. Well, not a lot surprised me, but it's quite curious. Is the safety rules that they have when it comes to build up cables. You see? How can these things work actually? It's very difficult to guess. And I've been told that just they can't build under the streets, so they put everything up on your head. That's quite funny. And we finally are in the famous walking street that for sure everybody knows about, where all the nightlife, the core of nightlife is happening here. So now we're going to walk over there. So now we're heading to Bangkok. We are in a tuk-tuk, typical, let's say, taxi here or minibus, as I wish to go. Just a few notes about the first day in Pattaya. I can tell you that first, is even if it's January, it's extremely humid here. And I'm really suffering because you know that I hate this kind of weather. So definitely it's not a place where I would like to live. No way. Second, there are a lot more Indian food than Thai food restaurants or cafes, as you would like to say. There are very important notes. If you didn't know it, it's that here practically you can't use your cards. Almost anywhere you must use cash. So it's very uncomfortable because of that. Okay, we got to the terminal now. So we're heading now to our hotel here in Bangkok. And we took just a normal bus, which is open air. There are no windows here. You can see like everything is open. So it means that we are sweating a lot because there is no air conditioning, of course. It's quite cheap. But I want to tell you that yes, it's cheap, this type of bus. In general, I found out that it's not that cheap as I supposed, because if you're a tourist, then you need some kind of transport, I don't know, you want to visit some kind of places, it appears to be quite expensive, so it's not that cheap as I thought. This bus costs like probably a few cents. It's not that expensive. And we rode from Pattaya to here to Bangkok for like about $5. So it's pretty cheap. But if you go to restaurants, cafes, like on the most famous places, even not like the most expensive, but even when just like Thai people goes, it's not that cheap. We spent yesterday at about $30 for 2 people, so it's like not that cheap. Of course, it was like close to the walking street, so it's normal. Anyway, another thing that I wanted to tell you, it's about English. The level of English is here, it's quite low. I mean, very normal people don't know anything in English, nothing really. And even in touristic place, when you talk with people for like, for example, waitresses or people that works in shops, shop assistants, for example, they barely know any words in English. We went to the first hotel where we were, they barely knew English. It's a 4-star hotel. Now we are, I don't know, we are heading to another one, and I don't know if they can speak English. I hope so, but really it was a surprise for me. I thought that a lot of people here knew English, but it's not that like that. What else? It's like a huge concrete over concrete. This now in Bangkok, really. It's like breathless because it's it feels like really you are suffocating because of the heating. Now it's like plus 34. And it's only concrete around, really. We are not that far from the center, and still there are no, I mean, there is no green. It's only concrete outside, a lot of skyscrapers, and I don't know really how people can live here, how people can live here. But anyway, of course the center where there are the main attraction would be better, but for now this is the situation here, so just stay tuned and see you later. On the Manatakan Tower. We are heading up. This is the highest tower of Bangkok, and you can see the surrounding, and there is the glass floor. And this is interesting because here it's just only video all around the elevator, and here you can see the floors that we are actually. Okay, we arrived. Okay. And this is Khao San, the other main road, like street walk, let's say, in Bangkok. And again, you have some crocodile here. I say here, of course there are bars, but it's not exactly like in Pattaya. It's more like about restaurants and shops. They're not clubs, nightclubs, for example, like in Pattaya. But anyway, a lot of people and extremely hot and humid. So I enjoyed it. Here we are, guys. Now we're having a boat trip around the main attractions. We are driving the boat. So we have a market here on the market on the water. Or marker on the boats. We are now in the Royal Palace. So it's a huge construction all around here in the center. The entrance is about 200 baht. No, it's 200 baht, which is, I don't know, probably $7 more or less. So I will just now going around because it's quite huge here and make just some shots in order to show you the beauty of this place. Sudah?
Oh, may antenna. Energia.
Ah. Очки.
Правильно.
This is the main Buddha, exactly at the center of the whole palace.
Это Камбоджа. Ди Камбоджа. Это очень известно.
Да, я знаю.
La forme de nageur au bord de ce pont.
公路啊。 거기서 쓰면 저거 잘 나오겠다. 이리 와, 이리 와, 이리 와. 이게 역광이야?
Hey people, we are just now going back to Pattaya, and we decided to visit just a shopping mall to buy some stuff, and we are taking the metro. It's up in the air. It's not we're like when they say there is the street just below the metro, and there is the metro here. Air conditioned here, very comfortable. So the metro works this way. You have to pay for the distance you go through. It's not about just one ride. So it depends on the place you go, we change the price. So now we pay like, we went to the first place, it was like about €1. Oh, okay, a little bit more than $1. And now we go to another place, it's about $2. So it changes. This is the King's shopping mall. It's called Icon Siam. And it's one of the, let's say, greatest, maybe not the biggest, but the greatest shopping mall here in Bangkok. It's placed close to the center of the city, though the center of the city is here. You can imagine it is quite huge. And it's pretty into downtown, I would say, because all around you have skyscrapers. Like the one over there, the Sky Tower, where we went the first night to see, where there is the glass roof and you can take pictures. But anyway, there are lots of the real center is over there in that direction. But let's say the old town. But here is the downtown. So here is the center of business. That's why we have here the Icon Siam King's shopping mall. Morning people, today is the real first day at the beach, and we're going with the inevitable tuk-tuk, which is of course a need to. And it's exactly on the south of Pattaya, this beach where we are going to, because the northern side is a little bit, well, actually quite dirty because of all the streets and bars and whatever. So now we're going on the south. It should be a little bit cleaner, and I will show you later how it does look like. But just enjoy the ride and see you later. After 3 hours of beach, we had enough, and now we are very close to attraction like amusement park, and I wanted to try the zip line, this one. It's over me. Maybe you can see it, it's over there. So I'm going up to the tower, and then I will just fly down with this zip line. This is how it works. And you just go down over there. I hope I can film it, I'm not actually sure. Dangerous, don't try this at home. Okay? And we go! Woo! Just look back over there and see the surrounding. If you're scared of height, of course, it's not something you can try though. But it's fun. It's getting shorter and shorter. It's very not so difficult. But anyway, just enjoy the height this way. Almost there. I hope you can feel it from here, from there, because of course it's different. But anyway, it's quite cool. Almost arrived. Woo! I have a video, not just a photo. Okay. So here we are still in the evening in Pattaya, and I wanted to tell you that it's gonna be in a few days the Chinese New Year, and because of that and the relationship between these two countries, China and Thailand, and all the, let's say, the Eastern Asian countries, Chinese are becoming more and more popular. Chinese culture, that's because of the power of economy. But apart that, I just wanted to say that because of this reason, all of these reasons, and because of Chinese New Year, they even built an entire district, like the Pattayan Soho district. So, and you can read it over there, maybe. Yeah, it's written over there, like behind me. And all around the city there are things like this, because event is going to take place here in Pattaya, and it's quite nice and new, so it's interesting, I think. But anyway, I just wanted to show that there is a Soho even in Pattaya. And now we're gonna have dinner in the main fish market here in Pattaya, where you can eat fresh fish, like they cook it like immediately fresh, like alive, and they prepare it for you. So I just show you around. This is the place. You have all these small cafes, I don't know how to call them, where they have fresh fish. Now I'm just turning around camera. You see they have fresh fish here, and they cook it immediately. Just prepare it for you. So we ordered like several, like crabs and shrimps and rice to have a full dinner. So all around here you're gonna have fresh fish to eat. And here we are, all our food. Tom yum, grilled shrimps, fried rice, and crab in, I don't remember what kind of sauce. Yeah, I can't remember, but it's delicious anyway. So we're gonna have good dinner now. Hey people, I was really needed some frost, so we decided to just get in this bar where the temperature is -11, so I feel like home at the moment. We are just drinking a shot and then continue walking here in Pattaya. So you can see you have a bear over there, and I just show you the temperature here. You see, it's like, no, even less, it's like minus 13 at the moment. Good morning people, today we are going to the island of Koh Pai, which is like 25 kilometers far from Pattaya. We're gonna spend there the day where we've been told there are no infrastructures, so like no people are living there. We'll see how it goes. I hope it will be worth, because the yesterday excursion wasn't at all. So I hope today will be better. Now we are on a boat. Yeah, we are heading to this island. We just left the harbor of Pattaya behind me. You can see it, and we should be there like in probably an hour or a little bit less. I don't know how, because it seems that it's not moving that fast. So probably in an hour, and I will show you later. Okay, stay tuned. So it seems that it was worth the wait. The boat took actually more like about 2 hours to come here. It was very slow, but yeah, it's desert on the island, which is this one. There is only the jungle over there. Nobody's living here. Okay, I'm sorry if there is some kind of trash, but unfortunately it's impossible, because here it's very, very polluted and too many people. But if you take a look to the sea, it's absolutely clean. So we are placed in that beach, and yeah, it's absolutely clean, the water over there. I even use a mask to check it out, and it's really clean. Now I just came here to make some pictures and to show you how it looks like. Very nice view from the other way, because we have another island. So I repeat, this is the island of Koh Pai. Koh actually in Thai language means island. So it should be like, we should say like the Pai Island. There are few boats and ships here, because there is another island which is in the middle way between this one and Pattaya, but there are a lot of tourists and especially Chinese people. But here it's almost empty, so perfect, and this the sea is clean. So before leaving you, I'm just say, well, I don't think I will make some other video here, because we are not allowed to go around the island, because there are no facilities here, so it could be quite dangerous because of jellyfish, because of snakes and whatever. So we can stay only in the bay behind me. That's the only place where we can swim, where we are allowed to swim. Otherwise it will be quite expensive, because an helicopter should come here to take us in case of danger. End of the day. See you tomorrow. Good morning people. Today we are visiting the only place that is worth a visit here in this slum called Pattaya, which is the statue of Big Buddha. Here on my back you can see the entrance of this small park, and from here it's up on the hill of Pattaya. It's the only here around in this city, and from here not only you can see this temple, but also the surroundings of the whole city. So now we are going in. Stay tuned, I'll see you later. So before I enter the temple, we passed by this monarch, like a Buddhist monarch, and they give us this bracelet that it should be like for our biggest desire, not desire, but like wishes, biggest wishes. We pay 20 baht to get an apple, so it's quite a big deal, right? Now we enter the temple. And finally we are on the balcony where we can see the surrounding of the south Pattaya. This is the south of Pattaya. You maybe recognize the tower over there where there is the zip line that I made a few days ago. So this is the Buddha of wishes, and I have to throw a coin inside his belly and make my wish. Can you see me here? First attempt failed, second attempt. No way. Okay.
Okay.
Got it. The third attempt. So this is the last day. We're supposed to leave in the morning, so we had to wake up early, pack our stuff, and then we went to the pickup point to discover that the flight was delayed for 6 fucking hours, which means that now we have to spend our other 6 hours here in this open air sphere, as I already baptized this place. And what else? I mean, since I have time, I want to give you like final conclusion about all this trip. So, of course, everything is connected to the fact that, it's a personal opinion, of course, because I can give you a lot of facts since I don't know this country. I mean, I have never lived here. This is my first trip to Thailand, and I visited so far Bangkok for a couple of days, like 6 days here in Pattaya, and 1 day trip to the island of Pai, or Koh Pai, if you want to say this in Thai language. So, let me tell you, in general, it's extremely negative on my point of view, because it's like the third world. I never visited the third world like this. Well, okay, maybe Moldova was something like this. But still there, at least it's drier, the weather. Here it's like, we're supposed to be in a dry season. Yeah, of course, it didn't rain, but it's extremely humid and hot. This is the worst things for me. You know that I love frost, that I'm missing a lot, and I can't wait to be in Novosibirsk again. And so yeah, the weather is the worst part. Is the worst part here. You are sweating all the time. Even if you go around naked, no way. You just sweat. That's the worst part. Which means that all the inside places are with air conditioning, and you can get ill quite easily because of that. Not considered all the bacteria or viruses that can be around because of, as I told you, there is no canalization and there's nothing built underground. Everything is on the ground, which means that you have these streams of sweat everywhere and this constant stink that goes through your nose. So it's extremely annoying. Mixed up with the food, because there is a street food here. So everything gets like mixed up in this way. Awful. Apart from that, this is a place, I'm talking about Pattaya, okay? Bangkok, except the fact that it's huge and there is a lot of concrete, it's still quite interesting as a city. But Pattaya, to me, it's like a depressive place, really sad and depressive, because it's like only, I can't recognize and I really don't mind about Asian people, but when it comes to Westerners, I can tell you that apart from some young Russians who are here, most of the Westerners are over 40, like retired men over 40. And you see in the bars only this man and prostitutes and Ladyboys, which is mostly the same. So, really, I don't see the sense to say here. And plus, consider the fact that there are a lot of facilities. They don't work, or they work really bad. You can't use your card anywhere. In very few places, let's say. They don't speak English in most of the places, unless if they want to trick you in some way. And so it's still quite expensive. Really, transport, whatever, I think Novosibirsk is cheaper than here. And that's because of tourism. So this is another funny thing. You can understand how much is corrupted the place when you have a lot of tourism, but at the same time the country doesn't develop. And this is exactly the situation here in Thailand, because you feel like in the third world, really, just back in time of 20 or 30 years. Even if they have so many tourists, really a lot of tourists, but nothing seems to work here. The only plus here for me is the food. The food is extremely delicious. Everywhere you eat very good food. So, but the point is it really worth to come here only for the food? That's the point. So, at the end, what can I say? Would I come back here again? Hell no. But that's on my purpose. So, if you pay me a lot, I might take it. I might consider it, but no, on purpose I would never come back. And I think I would never go to visit any other place in Southeast Asia because they are very similar to each other. Okay, maybe more developed, but the problem is the weather, really. I can't stand this weather. So I have not so many options last because cold countries are few and I almost visited all of them. Probably only Canada. Still worth visit for me, maybe. So, what else? That's all. That's all from Pattaya, Thailand. And see you for the next video. I think in almost a bit. Bye bye.